Hey everyone, what's going on? This next little bit is a highly requested video by a friend of mine. Um, Now, mind you, the only reason I'm doing this is because one, I've wanted to cover it for a while, and two, because well, he's been asking me to do it for a while. So again, I guess this you could say this is a topic again on bullying of sorts. Now, as I'm sure if you know out there, there's a lot of fandoms and fan bases and different things that people enjoy. You know, myself being one of these people who enjoy a specific fandom. Um, but this isn't about me right now. This is about others. And this fandom that I'm speaking of today is the furry community. Now, there's not much to really say about this community except, they're like any other group of people, in my opinion. And they get a lot of hate for it just because, they happen to feel like they are a specific animal of sorts, and, they happen to say that they're a fox or a rabbit or whatever, and that's their persona. That's on them. And I happen to support the community because I enjoy it. It's fun. It's a way for people to express themselves in a specific way for fan fiction. Now, where the bullying ties in is because a lot of these people who don't understand the community without getting to know the person, without getting to understand what it's about, automatically assume that these people want to go out there and have sex with animals. And, that's not how it works. Okay? Just because somebody is into a specific fandom that you don't understand does not mean that that's what they do because you automatically associate it with that. No. That doesn't mean that that person wants to be that animal that they say they are. You know, that's like me saying, hey, yeah, you know, I'm a Charmander. So, does that mean that I can go out with a flamethrower and light people on fire because I say I'm a Charmander? No. And it's sickening how people find a way to take something that somebody loves and turn it against them because they don't understand it. And a part of it is a little, you know, what's the word? I guess dishonest for the person who's saying it because maybe the way I see it personally is these people who make fun of somebody else because of something they like, whether it be a fandom, whether it be, you know, a TV show, or, or a certain game, or whatever it is, you're being dishonest about it because there's a likely chance that you like this too, or you would like to be involved in the specific, thing that this person shows an interest in, but you don't know how to express it, so you go out of your way to make that person feel bad. Now, me personally, yeah, there's things I don't like or I don't enjoy, and I will voice my opinion on it. But I will not go out of my way to make fun of somebody for said, fandom or, like I said, TV show or anything that these people like. Because it's not the right thing to do. Just because you don't understand something doesn't mean you have to give a bad rep for it. Okay? Yes, I understand the furry community can sometimes be a little weird or awkward for certain people. But you know what? At the end of the day, this is what they have chosen to do. They have chosen to express their, interest in it, whether it be having a furry suit or, drawing themselves as their persona or, engaging in furry cons or any other activity that they show an interest in. Does not mean you have to go out of your way to do it. Yes, there are a lot of people in the furry community who do take things a little bit too far and give some of the better furries a bad rep. Because people now see furries and they automatically associate it with what's called yiffing. And for those of you who don't know, yiffing is when two furries engage in um, engage in relations. Now, yes, there is nothing wrong with it. You know, if that's what two people want to do, that's on them, and it's fine. But see, for those people out there who are making fun of this, they see that and they're like, "Oh, that's gross. That's this. That da 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 da. It's bestiality." Maybe you want to see it that way, but they don't. Okay, and me personally, I'm not too crazy about the yiffing part of the furry community. I will support them if they do it. That's them. That's not for me to judge. Okay, and I'm well aware, as I'm sure most of you are, of the incident that happened during one of the Zootopia screenings where a bunch of people dressed up as furries and were yiffing in the movie theater. That is where I will say I draw the line, because it is way out of line. That is something you don't do in any movie screening or any public, setting. Okay, so, at the end of the day, just because somebody likes something that you don't like, for example, I'm sure you've noticed in the background already, my scroll, my wall scroll there of Sailor Moon. And you can see a little bit of Rainbow Dash there, but that's besides the point. These are just things that I enjoy, that I like, that I'm into the fandom, and I'm I'm not gonna stop liking it because someone makes fun of me for it, or because somebody says, "Oh, you're a fag, you're this, blah 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 blah," you know. No, just like you could see any other furry on the street, and if they are very supportive of this fandom and they're really into something, you can call them all the names you want. You can call them a fur fag. You can call them a fucking faggot. You could call them a loser. You can call them gay. You can call them any other bullshit you want. But at the end of the day, if they have high self-esteem or they support this very, very well, they're not going to give two shits what you think. Okay? And for you to go and judge somebody based on something that they like, honestly, in my personal opinion, it proves how insecure you are. Because you have to go out of your way to make fun of somebody else because of something that they like. Okay, and that's 90% of the people nowadays. Most of them being online. Then you have the 5% of people who will say it to your face. Okay? The other 5% will want to say it to your face, but they won't, and they'll keep it to themselves. And those 5% of people who keep things to themselves when they want to say things to you that they don't like or understand and they want to make fun of you for it, I commend you. Okay? And even if you do say something to somebody, whether you be the 90% of people who, say it behind a screen, whatever. You're behind a TV screen, grow a pair, say it to somebody's face. Okay, and the 5% who do say something to those people's, the faces of people who like furries or whatever it is, they honestly, the people who you were making fun of, some of them honestly don't care. Okay, and even if they do, you know what? Who gives a shit? It's not for you to judge somebody because you don't understand something that they like. Okay, so, this video's been running a little longer than I expected. So, that being said, just stop making fun of people or judging somebody because of something you don't understand. Just because something is odd to you doesn't give you the right to judge somebody else. That's my personal opinion. You guys can continue to do whatever you want. and know that I still support this community out there. So for, my fellow furries, bronies, you know, anybody else out there who is constantly being made fun of for what they like and what they enjoy, ignore it. Because at the end of the day, as long as you know that this is something that you like, to hell with it. Don't worry about what other people are saying, and just know that I personally, as well as probably a lot of other people out there, support you and will continue to show you, the support that you need or want in your communities and everything else. And hey, more power to you. That being said, hope everyone has a good one and stick around for the next rant or whatever.